So, you want to hear about my gaming career? Well, it's not so much a career per se, but obviously you get the terminology. For those of you who don't know, gaming career is basically your gaming track record. So some of you want to hear it. Some of you want to hear, I presume, where the story all began. How I got into gaming. And quite a lot of things in my life involved my older brother. He had a PlayStation 2, and before you think he was decades older than me, he was pretty much a year and a couple months older than me. In fact, he's that much older than me. He's roughly, I'd say, it's hard to work out age-wise. Anyway, he's quite a lot older than me. We got a PlayStation 2 that was the first console we owned, but we actually used to play on PC. So my first ever platform was actually PC. And there's this one game we all used to play, me, my brother, and my mum. It's called Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is where my gaming career started. It's quite simply the greatest game ever conceived of in humanity. Like, forget Fallout 4, forget Skyrim, forget The Last of Us, forget Uncharted, forget Dark Souls, forget The Witcher, forget all these games. Because Roller Coaster Tycoon was simply the pinnacle of gaming. Not even Half-Life 3 can come to the level that Roller Coaster Tycoon is at. This game that came out in 1999, that was programmed and designed by one man. It is just an astonishing game. It's on Steam. If you have a PC, if you have a game PC and you have Steam, I recommend you download this game and just buy it. It's a nostalgia trip, and it's just hilarious. Anyway, so the whole purpose of that game is to build up a roller coaster, not a roller coaster. The whole purpose is to build up a theme park, like to become a tycoon, to make this park popular and profitable, and to make sure no one dies on your rides, because your rides can suddenly explode at any point, as is the case when I bought the ultimate moneymaker in the game, the go-karts. But anyway, I've talked enough about where it all begun, and it moved on from there. So like I said, we got a PlayStation 2. My brother was very keen on the PlayStation 2. He got a football game called This Is Football 2002. That was the first ever football game I've ever played on a PlayStation 2, and it had some of the funniest mechanics. Like, it even had a diving mechanic. If you pressed R2 while you were on the ball and you timed a dive right, you could literally win penalties. I remember one time, like, I played a match just to get back into it. I played like someone like Tottenham, and I just remembered the dive mechanic off by sheer coincidence. So I decided, right, I'm just going to keep diving and diving and diving and diving. I won the match 6-0 on penalties via dives. It was hilarious. But anyway, This Is Football 2002, then another PlayStation 2 game called Nightfire, which my brother owned. This was the first person shooter I'd ever played. A fun game with a fun co-op, a fun competitive co-op mode, a fun, actual co-op mode. But realistically, my brother bought more of the games on the PlayStation 2. My gaming career didn't really kick into a PlayStation 3. I mean, I had a couple. I played the World Cup games. I sometimes played FIFA on Kickoff. I played Need for Speed on Underground 2 for a bit, but my brother dominated at that game. I played Need for Speed Most Wanted, but again, my brother dominated at that game. So, my gaming career in terms of games I've played in the past. It's been patchy. I mean, one game I did play quite a lot of was FIFA Street, and that is still a banger of a game to play. That and the Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit video game. That is probably the best designed Konami game ever. Again, fuck Metal Gear Solid 5. It's all about Wallace and Gromit the Curse of the Were-Rabbit. What other game can you switch between a human and a dog, suck up bunny rabbits with a weird bun gun thing, and fire them at other bunnies, and it to be called humane pest control? I don't know, man. I don't know, it's just out there. But anyway, my PlayStation 2 career was patchy. I had a couple of games, but it's like nothing really much. Now, I want to make a part 2 and a part 3 of this. The reason I did do it here is because I didn't really want to do The Last of Us for this, as I could have talked about that in a part 2 where I actually moved on to PlayStation 3 games, and plus the Assassinator 99 requested that I'd focus more on Assassin's Creed. I haven't got any new Assassin's Creed footage, so I have to go out and get some Assassin's Creed footage. Hence why I'll make a separate gaming career thing solely dedicated to Assassin's Creed just for him. But as for this, we're drawing it to a close. So, like I said, I actually started off with a PC, a gaming PC. Well, technically it wasn't a game PC, but it was a PC that could still run games from the 90s, and I first fell in love with gaming with Roller Coaster Tycoon. I first fell in love with football for a bit with This Is Football 2002. And I first got a taste for first-person shooters with 007 Nightfire. I mean, and then, like I was saying before, I didn't really play many games on my PS2. If my brother was the PS2, but I came into my own when I got to the PSP, so don't you worry, we'll have a lot more to talk about then. But until then, I'll see you guys later. I thank you for the messages on my birthday video. Thank you very much, it's much appreciated. Although I thought I'd only upload that video just to let you guys know it was my birthday because I believe you deserve to know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.